Hi everyone, my name is Tracy. Welcome to my new YouTube channel, Tracy Does Midlife. I am here because I woke up this morning and I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to start a YouTube channel, which is so insane for me because as a Capricorn sun, I'm usually 7 years ahead of where I need to be in terms of planning, but I have thrown a lot of that out the window. And you will understand why. It is because my life took a very big unexpected turn in 2024, 2025. And I would say the last 2 years of my life, I've spent a lot of time reflecting. So let's just start from the beginning. Some of you may see me and know me right away as a Canadian broadcast journalist, because that's how I spent the last 25 years of my life. But I'm going to start all the way from the beginning, and then I'm going to tell you why the hell I'm here. So I was born in Richmond Hill, Ontario, spent the chunk of my teenage years in Toronto. Any of the Gen Xers out there will very much understand the feral nature of being a Gen X child. We were not supervised. We were out in these streets. So I spent sort of quintessential suburban, but also downtown Toronto club in my teenage years. Went off to Montreal for school, then went to London, Ontario for my master's. Back in Toronto, the year, I would say 2000, 2001, I started working my way up the broadcast world. I don't even know where the hell to look, everyone, because I hope this is right when I stop recording, because I'm not used to shooting videos that are like horizontal. I don't even know what that's called. Landscape? Landscape. Is it landscape? I don't know. Anyway, 2001, I get a job at CBC. I'm working my way up. It's hard. I'm an editorial assistant, then I'm doing some research, and then I become a chase producer, which was like awful. And then I work my way onto television as a videographer and an anchor on the 24-hour news station. Bottom line is, reporter at CBC, reporter at Toronto One, and then a live reporter at City TV's Breakfast Television. Then 2008, I hit the jackpot. I become the host of a national lifestyle television show called Cityline. So many clips on YouTube are still from Cityline. If you're looking for a label maker or the right way to like recycle or like makeovers, you're going to see clips on YouTube from Cityline. So I did that for 16 years. 2024 comes around, that show is canceled. So I've been there for 16 years. 2025 comes around. Was it like 3 days after my 50th birthday? I'm let go. Now listen, I am a big fan of round numbers. So there was something very satisfying about being at the halfway point of my life, and realizing I am being pushed out of this chapter of my life. And now it's up to me to deal with this hard pivot. And I'll tell you, that kicked off a very big inner reflection period for me. I was in a very interesting place, for sure. Grieved all of the things, but I did that in 2024 when the show was canceled. By the time I got let go, I was ready. Dare I say I was excited. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. Still don't, by the way. But I felt like I had been given a bit of a gift. You might have noticed lately that the legacy media has been completely decimated. You may have also noticed that most people do not want to work, and there's a reason for that. Life is pretty fucked up right now for a lot of people. I would say more people are struggling than thriving. And I think a lot of people are waking up to the reality that our lives should not be based on struggle. So outside of all of that, like looking at geopolitically and economically at the world outside, I was looking inside. I was trying to figure out, who am I? If I'm not that woman on TV, if I strip away my titles of mom, of, very loyal daughter, very loyal wife, the girl that's working out in the gym all the time, the voracious reader, the chocolate bar eater, the woman that likes to dance on the dance floor with her girlfriends. When I strip all that away, who the hell am I? And this kicked off a very interesting journey for me that has been mind-blowing. And I will get into all of this on this channel because I feel like I have a lot of wisdom to share. I feel like I have a lot of stories, and they don't necessarily have a place to live, especially this particular platform making sense because I can just yap like it's long form, which is beautiful. So lots of inner discovery going on, and also a lot of figuring out what I like. So this is very cool. Do you know when you're a kid, and do you remember summer when you were a kid and you thought summer lasted like 8 months? Like summer felt long. Summer felt, every day was an adventure. And it's not like we were doing anything fancy. We didn't have any money when I was growing up. We were going to, you know, our babysitter's neighbor's pool, the Butlers, or maybe Canada's Wonderland, which was like, whoa, right? But summer was amazing, and it went slow, and you enjoyed the shit out of every day, and you didn't come in until the street lights came on, maybe even a little bit after that. And it was this beautiful joy. Well, the reason why they say that time moves slower for kids is because they're constantly learning new things. They're learning in school. They're learning with their friends. They're learning good things and bad things, but you're learning so much and at a fast clip. And then we get to an age where we sort of get settled and we get like really comfy. See, I don't know where to look. Sorry. I'm going to look here and I hope this works out. So I'm making myself less comfortable. I was really fucking comfortable. I liked going to my job. Would I rather be on vacation? Yes, everybody would. But if I had to work, that was a good place to work. I like my coworkers. I like people, so I like the audience. I like the fact that the content was different every day. I like the fact that we could take great vacations. I like that I had a regimented schedule. All of that is gone. And what I find is that I'm learning to not just embrace the discomfort, but to use this little period as a time to get reacquainted with who I am, away from all of those titles and obligations and duties, like in between my parents' doctor's appointments and my kids' extracurricular schedules. What am I about, right? So it's been exciting. I've been taking myself out on solo dates. I've been going through a natural hair journey. I know you can't see it's happening underneath. I have a whole hairline situation happening, which I will tell you the story of on another day. But I am relearning myself. I have never been so comfortable with myself. I hang out with myself solo. It's this beautiful midlife renaissance for me. I've never felt better. And I've gone through a lot of body battles with my body, and like shame about my body and shame about my hair and shame about all sorts of fuckery. And I've been working through all of that. And I want you to come along with me on this journey, because I cannot tell you the amount of women I see on the daily. I kid you not. I'm not even exaggerating. The amount of women I see every day that say to me, something you posted on Instagram or TikTok, like it resonated in a way I did not have the words to voice. And so let's all go on this journey, because I'll tell you one thing's for sure. The women are waking up, and I think we're figuring out that this life, we're multifaceted beings, and this life has a lot to offer. We kind of just have to say yes. So this is my big fat yes. Tracy Does Midlife. I think I'm going to keep that title. Literally made that up this morning as well. Flying by the seat of my pants. But thank you for joining me. I don't even know the right things to say, like subscribe. I don't know. I'm going to try and upload this to YouTube, and then, you know, my husband went out. When he comes home, I'm going to say, hey honey, I started a YouTube channel. Anyway, life is sweet. Come along for the ride, babes. Thanks for joining me.